everybody.
We're
Welcome
live.
to Live at 5 on Monday, the 20th of July. And we've got a very special guest today, Jennifer Kim from Engagements, which is off
At Second
Broadway.
Stage. She's here. And what did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend?
Anything exciting? Did you go see Cats again? Or
No, I'm going twice this week.
I'm going to opening night. I can't wait.
I'm going to opening night.
I'll see you there, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
I watched.
I'll be one
Have you heard of
singing
Stranger Things? Oh, we were just talking about it
No.
off camera. Let's pretend like we weren't.
I'll pretend I haven't.
It's
No.
this new Netflix show, and have you guys seen Stranger Things? It's like the hot new thing. But there's this. Well, David Harbour, Broadway vet David Harbour is one of the stars, and Winona Ryder. But there's this little boy named Gaten Matarazzo, who's like adorable. He plays. The kids on this show are amazing. Like amazing, phenomenal talents, and they're kind of carrying the show.
Okay.
No offense, David and Winona Ryder, but this little boy, I was like obsessed with him. I was like, who's this boy? He's so like interesting looking, and he's just like total scene stealer. And of course, he came from Broadway.
Of course.
He was Gavroche in Les
Of course he
Mis.
did.
So anyway, I just want to give a little shout out
All right,
to
fine.
that. It is very good, Max. I highly recommend it. Yes, and people knew this. I'm just slow to the
You're just
update on
slow to
this.
the update.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Well,
I just want to give a little shout out.
Your new Netflix obsession though is going to be Baz Luhrmann's The Get Down, which is Billy Porter.
I
and Lee
hope
Bennett.
so.
And that starts August the 12th.
I love Baz Luhrmann.
And that's in odds and ends today. There's a teaser trailer up, so have a look at that. Right.
Netflix is awesome, right?
Netflix
I
is
mean, they're putting
awesome.
out so much great
They
stuff.
have put the prices up for me though.
No,
It's gone up.
no.
Not much. Anyway,
What else?
right. Anna Villafane, she's our new vlogger.
I know. It's called "Make It Happen." Which is a lyric from "On Your Feet."
That's right. Yeah,
Anyway, that starts this
Thursday.
week,
Thursday.
and I'm super excited because she's so sweet,
She's
and it's such a great cast, really fun
So
cast.
we're looking forward to that. Deirdre O'Connell is to star in Abe Kigler's Fulfillment Center off Broadway next year.
Cool.
Elsie Fest is back. Paul.
I know, and people are flipping out about it, but it's not. It's in a new location.
New location.
It's in Brooklyn.
And it's on Michael C. Hall is going to be doing Lazarus in London.
Lazarus. Now, you saw that.
No, I didn't.
You didn't see it?
No.
You didn't see it at all?
No.
I wanted to ask you if you understood any of it because it
Probably
was
not.
very trippy.
But it's
And I
going to do
wonder
very
how the
well.
Brits.
Because David Bowie comes from London. He's a London boy. The Brits will love it. It's in a very cool venue. It's not in the West End. It's,
I can see that.
Yeah, it's going to work. It's going to
Okay.
work. It's going to be huge.
All right.
Rory O'Malley, Jessie Mueller, and more are all set for Broadway Barks, which will happen this year on July the 30th in Schubert Alley. That's leading odds and ends.
I was gonna say go rent a dog, but that's not what it is. Go adopt a dog.
Yeah.
Or a
Not
cat.
renting
Or
a
a
dog.
cat. It's a great charity. It's really
Yeah.
fun.
Exactly. Corbin Bleu.
Blue. Just like the color. Like the color.
Who's doing Holiday Inn this season.
I know.
He got married at the weekend.
I
Sacha
know.
Clements.
It was a nice surprise.
So congratulations.
He's a very sweet guy.
Lupita Nyong'o and Tanai Guerrero are set for Black Panther. They're joining forces again. They obviously joined forces for Eclipsed on Broadway.
This time they're
Last
acting
season.
together.
This time they're acting together, whereas
Yeah.
before Denai wrote
Right.
what Lupita was in.
Yes. Yes.
That's not due out to February the 16th, 2018, but that was a Comic-Con type thing.
Okay.
That got announced. Marnie Nixon
Marnie Nixon. Yeah.
died at the age of 86 from
Yes,
breast
she
cancer.
dubbed all of those movie musicals. She dubbed Natalie Wood, West Side
West Side
Story,
Story.
King and I, My Fair Lady, Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
So you definitely know her voice, and just a lovely lady. And she was definitely around a lot
She
in
was
the
on.
Broadway
She was
community.
on Broadway a few
Yeah.
times. Yes.
But
Yes,
total
she's
icon.
Total icon.
Movie musical icon.
Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons are going to be on Broadway, but not in Jersey
The real
Boys.
ones.
The real ones.
Yeah.
October 21st to October 29th, and they're taking over Lunt Fontanne Theatre after Finding Neverland has left. You don't have much longer to see Finding Neverland, everybody, so get yourselves to Lunt Fontanne Theatre.
When does that end?
August. Next
Oh,
month.
I need to go
Any
see it.
minute.
I need to go see it again. I
That's
get
what
confused
we
because
do.
all these shows are announcing they're closing in January. They tell us so early, and then by the time, I don't know, there doesn't seem to be any urgency when these shows say they're going to close in 5 months, and then all of a sudden
You're missing,
there's
the,
urgency.
you're missing the traditional, it's going to close next week.
Yeah,
announcement,
I
is what
am.
you're
Like you
saying.
find out on Tuesday night that it's closing Sunday.
Okay.
And you have to like change your plans to go see it again.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, I have time.
You have time.
But I don't have that much time.
No, you don't have that much time. Moving on, hot shots are out. Channing Tatum and Oak are at Hamilton and various others. Also, my one-on-one with Courtney Reed.
Oh yeah, how was she?
Aladdin's Princess Jasmine. She's adorable.
She's so sweet.
Beautiful, so sweet. Yes, we did talk about Soul Cycle. We might have talked about Soul Cycle, yes, of course we did. But she's great. So that one-on-one is...
She's like living the dream.
She's living the dream.
Right? I
living
mean,
the
she's
fairy
just
tale.
like she's just living it up. Loves
Yeah.
it.
Rachel Tucker's exit interview is up. Losing her is Elphaba.
She can't leave. She's leaving?
She's going back to London to do with Wicked 10.
Oh, right.
Wicked 10
So
in
she's
London.
not really leaving
Not
She's
leaving
not leaving
Wicked.
Oz. She's just leaving the Gershwin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your favourite Kristen Chenoweth roles ranked?
And I think you guys did a good job with that, by the way. That felt
The
right.
number one was not a surprise.
I know. You kind of like you skip past the number one. That's never going to be interesting because it's always going to be Wicked. Anything Adina or Kristen number one is always going to be Wicked. But then you have to look at the rest. It's not about number one. It's about 2 to 10.
Staying within the Wicked theme, there's a 360-degree photo up.
Which basically you just
You
of a
hang
curtain
out.
call. You just look and you go.
Yeah.
There's the audience and there's the actors.
Yeah. Guess who started that craze?
Wait, what?
Guess who started the 360-degree craze?
Oh, School of Rock.
Just saying.
It's a Lloyd Webber invention.
And
On Broadway,
the
at least.
Broadway.com Android app exists, everybody. so
Thank
we have
God.
an Android
I am not an
phone.
Android person.
I'm an Apple person too.
But I'm glad that the Android users, I hope you're downloading it because we have some good stuff on Broadway.com. And now you can find it on Android.
All right. Bye, Paul. We've got Jennifer Kim coming in.
Let's
She's doing
bring her in.
engagements off
Ladies and
Broadway.
gentlemen, Jennifer Kim.
Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Live at 5. Welcome. So you're in Engagements off Broadway and you're in preview right now.
Yes.
That's right.
We
It's
just had 1 week.
a dark comedy.
Yes.
Tell us more. Where's it set? What's going on?
It's set up in Boston, and it's a funny world. There's so much to say about it that I was trying to think on the way here. Like, what is it about? And on paper, it's just about a woman who is losing her best friend, and but then there's so much to it because Lucy's such a wonderful playwright. There's the idea, the 3 stages of being a woman, and having to choose if you want to follow the path that everyone tells you to do, or if you're coming into your own and trying to figure out if you want to do what's traditional or what's not, and the idea of wanting to be a better person, but then coming to terms with who you actually are with all your faults and your shadows. And I think that's it. That's a
No,
lot.
it sounds extraordinary. I mean, you've got a huge screen career going. Just to read off some of your credits, okay? Born Legacy, Elementary, The Good Wife, The Blacklist, Mozart in the Jungle, and that's just a tip of the iceberg. What was it about this show that made you say, yes, I want to come off Broadway? You did Gloria recently, but what was it about Engagements made you think, yes, this is the one that I'm going to come back for?
Everyone involved in it is so amazing, and I love theater so much, and I love doing film and TV, but nothing beats theater. It's almost like exercise in some way. We all come back because there's that immediacy. In film and TV, your performance gets edited, and there are many steps. And with theater, it's so collaborative. I feel like the roles are what bring me back.
And I mean, it is incredible sort of when you're doing this process in preview as well, because presumably there are a lot of changes going on.
Yes.
That you have to somehow get in your head and then get through.
Yeah.
It's
You
tough. Keeps you alive though.
Yeah, it is a workout, and you just have to you don't have time to think really. And I was saying that it's almost like living in really high highs and really low lows, just like pure terror. You're living, and I love it.
Do you have any dressing room rituals to get you into the zone, to sort of calm you down? Ben Whishaw has
it's funny.
crystals. Jennifer Hudson has a rock. My friend Sierra has all sorts of both. I think both of those and various other things. I mean, is there
I
anything
have
to get
all
you into
those
the zone?
things.
Yeah.
I do alternate nostril breathing. That helps me a lot.
Okay.
But with this part, actually, I find that off stage, I'm doing jumping jacks, and I'm dancing, and I have just to keep the energy up, and I go in and out, and they're at parties. It's all at engagement parties, and so I feel like to keep my energy high, I'm literally doing jumping jacks backstage, and it must look really absurd.
And then, no, it's fine. It's a theatre. I think it's fine. And then when you finish, are you completely wired, or are you just absolutely exhausted? I mean, what do you do to wind down?
It really depends. I mean, the girls and I have gotten in the habit of just dancing and singing before we go on stage, and then afterwards, I mean, this cast is super special, and we just always hug, and we're just, I don't know, we love each other so much. We're I hope people enjoy this. We're having so much fun. But maybe we're just deluded because we love each other so much. I don't know. But we go out, and you're pretty. You get the energy of being on stage.
Yeah.
So
Now, you grew up on the West Coast, that's right. When did you decide that acting was for you? I mean, do you come from a family that's very involved with theatre or TV or film, or do you just, was it school?
I don't know. I remember I saw Les Mis when I was, I think, 4, and just being in the audience and looking on the stage being like, this is what I want to do. I know it. But then I was so shy that it took
Yeah.
many years to actually gather the courage to like even audition or step on a stage. And I was the narrator in like James and the Giant Peach, and I remember my mom being like, next time maybe look up from the page into the audience. Be like, oh yeah, okay, all right. But then just that like thrill, I just knew from Les Mis and my experiences going to see the theater that I had to do that.
Can you sing? Would you want to do Les Mis
Oh
on
no, I
Broadway?
cannot sing.
No, I just
You have to ask my
asking.
castmates when we sing to prep for before a show. If the joke is I'm just like screaming and.
However, you are incredibly trained. You trained at NYU, you trained Stella Adler, and then you were in RADA in London. Is that
Yeah,
right?
for just a summer program, but it was really fun. I've always liked to stay kind of active, and
Mhm.
being in classes helps always.
And do they make you do the London accent? When you go to RADA on a summer program, are they making you do the British accent or?
No,
No,
they're not
not.
encouraging. They're like, just be you.
They're not
You don't have
making
to
you
be.
And do they teach you sword fighting?
Yes.
Yes. You see, this is a thing at
I
RADA.
love stage fighting, and
Yes.
sword fighting is my favorite.
See, there you go. So at RADA, they do things slightly differently.
Yeah,
in,
they do.
in England,
It's-
don't
it's
they?
more-
Those crazy. Well, it's all like Shakespeare, isn't it?
Yeah, which I love. There was this period where all I wanted to do was be a Shakespeare actress.
Well, so do you have any dream roles? I mean, you love to do Shakespeare on Broadway. I mean,
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I kind of after Shakespeare, I became obsessed with Chekhov. Of course, I feel like these are like the staples that every actor goes through, and I really love Masha in The Seagull is one of my
Mhm.
favorite plays. I know it's like weird to have a dream role be the smaller part in a play, but obviously
know.
Nina
yeah.
and I don't know. I forget the character's name in Twelfth Night. Viola, I think is really fun.
So you definitely have got the stage bug then. I mean, you do want to come back. You do want to be on Broadway.
Definitely.
Have you got any dream actors, Broadway actors that you'd love to work with?
Oh my gosh, so many. I mean, I'm so excited for the Cherry Orchard coming out in
You're
a
gonna
couple
be there.
months. I will be there for sure. I love everyone involved, and I've just recently been coming into the theater world,
Mhm.
so I have a lot of catching up to do, embarrassingly. So
No, we're being asked here though, what Shakespeare would you like to do, male or female role? Because there are all these Shakespeare's going on now with all the girls playing all the boys.
yeah, I love that. When I was
That's
in
again
London,
Britain. Yeah,
I
doing
saw Richard III with
Yeah,
a female
the drama,
cast.
yeah.
I thought it was amazing. I like Viola in Twelfth Night,
Yeah.
and male characters. I grew up going to an all-girls school, so from 4th to 12th grade we used to play the male parts.
Okay.
And so I'm totally down for that, and it's so fun. And oftentimes I find that the male characters are more complex and interesting to play. So
Well, it was the time though, wasn't it? Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Well, Shakespeare was writing it for all men at the time.
yeah.
Now, I
that's
always like to bring Live at 5 back to the actual show that we're talking about. So,
Mhm.
why do you think audiences will love engagements as much as you do?
Because my castmates are so talented. They're so unbelievably talented. During the rehearsal process, I was just literally like in awe just watching everyone's process. And Lucy is such a wonderful playwright. Kimberly, the director, is so smart. I mean, everyone is just amazing. I really feel like everyone's putting their heart and soul into it, and I feel like you sense that or you feel it when you're there, because it's just so funny and smart. That's the thing, is that like no matter what happens in the play, these people are intelligent and you respect them, and like even in their faults, when they're doing the worst thing of all time, you're like, I understand you, I know, I've been there, and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing that. Like,
So there you go. So everybody get yourself to Second Stage to watch Engagements off Broadway. Thank you very much to Jennifer Kim. Thank you very much for joining us live at 5. We will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Happy Monday. Bye.